Hello, my YouTube viewers. It's Crystal here. I'm just here because I wanted to give you another code review. And this code review is going to be on how to find the z-score. So right here, what we have is we're going to use this formula right here. And the formula that we have for the z-score is z equals x, which is your score, minus mu, which is your mean, over sigma, which is the standard deviation. So that is actually your formula for the z-score. So in order to calculate the z-score using Python, you need to know how to calculate the median, and you need to know how to calculate the standard deviation. So we've done this before in my previous videos, but what we'll do is we'll calculate the mean. You have to calculate the mean. So here's the code to calculate the mean, and it's def calc underscore mean, temp equals 0, for I in range 0, len x, temp equals temp plus xi. And then whenever it iterates through it, temp equals temp over len x, and return the temp. So that is how you calculate your mean. And then what you have to do is you have to calculate your variance. Because in order to calculate the standard deviation is the square root of variance. So you have to know how to calculate your variance. So def calc variance, and it takes x as a array, as a list of numbers. Mean x equals calc mean x. So you have to know the mean. Numerator equals 0. Diff from mean is a blank list. Then create a for loop for I in range 0, len x 1. Diff from mean, append xi minus mean x. Numerator equals numerator plus diff from mean to squared. And then whenever the for loop is iterated through, variance x equals numerator over the len x, and then you print the difference from the mean is diff mean, and then the function will return the variance x. So that is the code for finding the variance. So now what you do is we're going to go to standard deviation. The standard deviation is nothing but square root of variance. So def calc underscore stdx, it takes in a list of numbers. Variance x equals calc variance x. stdx equals variance x to the power of 0.5. So that's the square root of 0.5. And it returns stdx. So it returns your standard deviation. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the z-score. So we go z equals x minus mu over standard deviation. So we've talked about the mean, and we've also talked about the standard deviation, and x is your list of numbers. So def calc z-score x, and then x mean equals calc mean. So we're going to print out the mean is, so you know what the mean is. X std equals calc stdx. We're going to print out the standard deviation, so you know what the standard deviation is. And then z-scores is a blank list. And then for I, we're going to create a for loop. For I in range 0, len x, step 1, z-score equals xi minus x mean over x std. And you print score is xi and z-score is x-score. Z-scores append z-score, and then you return your z-scores. And so what I've done is I printed all of this out. So you've got your mean, your difference from the mean, the standard deviation, and then you've got your z-score for every element in the list. So that concludes it, and you can see here that 75 is your mean and your z-score is 0, because when the element equals the mean, it's 0. And then so if the number is positive, that means that the z-score is, the score is less than the median. And when the number is positive, that means that the score is more than the mean. And when the number is negative, that means that the score is less than the mean. And then whenever the score is 1, that means it is 1 standard deviation. When the score is 2, it means there are 2 standard deviations. And then so this is how you calculate your z-score. And you've got the code right here in this code review. So I hope I've given you some good code, and I would like to thank my subscribers for supporting my channel. And if you like my video, please like, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to making more videos for you in the future.